CBS 6 News at 11 with breaking developments in a story you've been following with us all day. The stabbing of State Senator Creigh Deeds and the death of his son and what police are investigating as an attempted murder-suicide. I'm Stephanie Rochon.
And I'm Bill Fitzgerald. Katie Beck is covering the mental health history of Gus Deeds, but we begin with Melissa Hippolyte, who spent the day in Bath County where it all happened. Melissa, what have you learned tonight?
Well, Bill, I spent much of today talking to a lot of people who know the Deeds family. Creigh Deeds really is beloved up in Bath County. I talked to friends of his. I talked to people whose children grew up with his son, Gus. They told me Gus was just an incredibly kind, nice kid who loved music and was very bright. I talked to one friend, asked them if they knew if the father and son were very close. He kind of hesitated for a moment and then said, well, they did have one thing in common. They have a similar personality where they're really good with people. I talked to another family friend who told me he'd really noticed a change in Gus ever since he went off to college. This is the road Senator Creigh Deeds stumbled down after being stabbed multiple times by his son Gus.
Mr. Deeds exited the premises.
Incredibly, Deeds' cousin happened to be heading out on a hunting expedition at that very moment and spotted Deeds. A close family friend who didn't want to be identified told CBS 6 the cousin brought Deeds to his home where his wife, a nurse, stopped the bleeding.
We had 2 helicopters on standby, one which was utilized and took Mr. Deeds out, and one that was sent back.
The Bath County Sheriff would not comment on the investigation inside the Deeds home, but did say the crime scene is big.
It's a wide crime scene. Let's just leave it at that.
Sheriff Robert Plecker also confirmed his deputies went to the Deeds home on Monday, but he declined to say why.
I don't want to get into the nature of the call right now, but it was not an E911 call.
The family friend we spoke with told us the family wanted Gus committed to a mental institution. He said there were obvious signs of mental issues after Gus went to college. The friend, along with Sheriff Plecker, both described Gus as an incredibly nice kid.
Top-notch student, couldn't ask for a better kid.
Now this investigation continues tonight. The sheriff in Bath County told me he plans to be out there again tomorrow morning to do more work on this investigation. Meanwhile, here in Charlottesville, at last we heard Creigh Deeds is in fair condition tonight. I called the hospital to try to get an update, and they told me no further information would be available at this time. Reporting live in Charlottesville tonight, Melissa Hippolyte, CBS 6 News.